Hello families, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I believe you are all doing well by the grace of God. Today's video is the continuation of the routine labs in pregnancy. In my previous video, I talked about the blood grouping and rhesus factor and the details of it. So we'll leave the link down below at the description box so you can go check it out. If today is your first time seeing this face, I'm Janet Osua, your community health nurse Papa. And this channel is about health education for kids and adults. So if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly subscribe to this channel and be part of this family. Also hit the notification bell so anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first to get it. And then like, share, comment down below at the comment section. So let's go straight into today's video. And the first thing we are going to talk about in today's video is hepatitis B. Yes, as we all know, hepatitis B is an infection of the liver caused by hepatitis B virus. So it's good to check by testing, and if the result is negative, then you can take the vaccination. And this goes to an individual, not a pregnant woman. So if you check and then your result is negative, you can take the vaccine, of which we take at 3 doses. So you take the first one, and then after a month you take the second shot, then after 6 months you take the last shot. Other vaccines too, you can take the third shot after 3 months, depending on the manufacturer's protocol. So when you are pregnant and you check and the result is positive, then you'll be asked to do a profile. You do a profile for us to see whether it is chronic, it is active, or it is inactive. And if it is, so if the mother is positive, we give hepatitis B immunoglobulin to the baby, and then the Hep B vaccine, the normal Hep B vaccine, that is the mono, after delivery within 72 hours to prevent mother to child hepatitis transmission. And then once the baby has taken the injection too, after 3 months, of taking the injection, check the baby's antigens. So this Hep B vaccine is very expensive. So once you check and you're positive, we'll let you know that this is the result. Then you start preparing towards it, because as I'm talking to you now, it's around 800 plus. So if you know, if you are aware of it, then you start preparing. So each of your antenatal visits, you can deposit a small amount of money down. Then when you are due and the baby comes out, we give the Hep B immunoglobulin and then the Hep B vaccine to the baby to help baby not to get the hepatitis B. So the next thing to do when you are pregnant is sickling status. So we do the sickling status to also know if you are positive or you are negative, as in AS, SS, SC, and AC, and others. Then you would also have to do your GCSPD to know your status and the drugs and foods that you are to take and those that you are to avoid. And this will help prevent allergies and also help the red blood cells to function well. Then to know whether you have there is a defect, no defect, or partial defect. Then you also do VGRL, that is syphilis, and VGRL is venereal disease research laboratory test, and it's a blood test for syphilis. So if negative, no problem, but if the test result is positive, then you would have to take the VGRL test. Is used to detect if the person has been infected with bacteria causing syphilis transmitted disease. So the treatment given is benzathine penicillin 2.4 million units once weekly for 3 consecutive weeks. So you take one this week, the following week you take another shot, then the third week you take another shot. So once the mother is positive, then the partner also needs to do the same test. And then if the partner is also positive, then they all take the shots together. All right, yeah. So it's very important to know your status, and then you deal with it accordingly. So the next thing to also look out for is BF for malaria. We do a malaria test. So malaria test is done to see if there are any malaria parasites in the blood cells. Malaria infection during pregnancy can have an adverse effect on both the mother and then the fetus, that's the baby as well, including maternal anemia, fetal loss, premature delivery, and delivery a low birth weight, and the risk factor of death. This is why when you are pregnant and you come to the facility, your first visit after everything, we give you an insecticide mosquito net, so you sleep inside to prevent this mosquito bite. Because if you get the mosquito bite and you get malaria and you get complicated, it's really a bad thing. So that's why we give the malaria, we give the net for all pregnant women to help prevent malaria bites or malaria parasites. Okay, so we even have malaria medication that we give during pregnancy, and mostly we give it at 16 weeks, or when you start quickening, when you start to feel the movement of the baby. That is where we give that the malaria medication. And so we give that SB, and it's on the dot. So you eat, we give it to you, take it right in front of your midwife before you go. And this will help prevent malaria that can even lead to this malaria complication. So the next thing to do to also check is the stool RE, that is your stool routine exams for worm infestation. Then you would have to also do urine RE for signs of infection and then pass. Then you would have to also check your HB, that is your immunoglobulin level or your blood level of an individual, and it's very important to know before, during, and even after delivery. So during pregnancy, the blood level should be from 11 and above, and below 11 you say it is anemia in pregnancy. Any blood level below 11, so even if it is 10.9, it will be classified as anemia in pregnancy. And then the normal HB level is from 11 and above, and then the moderate level is from 10.9 to 7, and then the severe is from 6.9 to the lowest of it. So it is very, very important to eat well, to help build your blood level, to prevent anemia in pregnancy. Because if you become anemic in pregnancy, it can affect the baby. You can give birth to a low birth baby or a preterm baby. So you have to eat very well and then help build your blood level. So the next thing to also check is the HIV antibodies. Yes. So HIV test is also done on your first contact, no matter the advancement of the pregnancy. And then the test will be repeated again at 34 weeks, that is 8 months. We repeat it because some of the first contact is negative, but the second contact can sometimes be positive. So it is done twice. So it's a must for every pregnant woman, and it's for your own good. And if HIV is diagnosed earlier and the mother is put on medication to prevent the baby from getting, that is what we call the BMTCT. That is the prevention of mother to child transmission. So in my facility, for instance, in most of the pregnant women who are HIV positive, but since they do well in taking their medication, none of the babies are born with the HIV virus or are positive after birth. So we'll go into details as to the medications that we give to the baby after delivery, and then how long a positive mother, that is HIV positive mother, can breastfeed the baby, in my subsequent videos. And please note that HIV is managed but not cured. So we manage the HIV though for the virus to suppress. So that is all about it. So when you are pregnant, all these routine labs are very important to know. Then you know your status, then you know how you go about it so that you can have a safe pregnancy and then a safe delivery as well. So we'll end here for today's video. If this video is useful, kindly give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment down below at the comment section. And please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button and you subscribe to this channel and be part of this beautiful family. In my next video, we'll talk about the stages in pregnancy. So see you again in my next video. Bye guys.